With me, former India captain, former board president, current commentator, as well as someone who had the opportunity of speaking a lot to. Nowadays, it's very tough to catch him, or even on the phone or in person. So it's a rare day that we've got Sourav Ganguly talking to us. Dada, firstly, I mean, because it's just a day after that WTC final has happened, I want to look at the larger picture, because most fans are going to be saying, see, it's been 10 years since you last won an ICC trophy. It's not happening. You're getting very close, not happening. What do you reckon is the issue then?
See, if you look at in the last 10 years, I think they've played 4 finals.
Yeah.
14, 17, 22 and 21 and 23 now. 4 finals, a couple of semi-finals as well. So it's not been absolutely that they've been poor. They've just not won some of the big finals, and hopefully that will happen. As I said, there's enormous talent in this team. Teams which have Rohit, Virat, Shubman, Pant, Bumrah, although they were not available for these 2 games for this final. Pandya, Rahul, they can't be weak. I, as a well-wisher, I, as someone who's seen Indian cricket closely, my only advice is to play without fear when you get to these big moments. Sometimes you have to take the hard decisions, and although Pat Cummins would have also fielded in this test, India to fielded after winning the toss, and I played with Rahul for the entire life as a player. Then I was his captain, then he was my captain. I've seen him bat on pitches which were far difficult than this. 2006 Johannesburg, he was captain. We got South Africa out for 90 after batting first.
Yeah.
After batting first. So sometimes you have to take that call.
Do you sense that there is some sort of trepidation, some sort of tentativeness, which is why you say you need to be fearless?
Maybe at times. Maybe at times there is a bit of a different thought, but that's what I feel watching from outside, and I say that with respect. That just go and play. The T20 World Cup semi-final also against England in Adelaide, they should have hit it.
Yeah,
they should have hit it, and that's the mindset I think Rahul and Rohit need to get. We have a World Cup in 6 months, and I feel this is a very strong team, but the execution has to be fearless.
Okay, let me talk about this particular test match, and I'm just focusing on the test format. Now, one of the standout features, or one of the standout talking points of this test match has been the shot selection. So it's not always winning or losing, as you say, it can happen. The shot selection. Do you sense that there is some sort of T20 residue? You may be a test batsman, but T20 cricket asks you to be a bit more adventurous. There is talk of strike rates. If there is a ball to be driven, you have to drive. How do you suddenly make that changes? You've just played a T20
format. You have to do that
format.
in Test cricket also.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But how do you change that?
You see Travis Head when he got that 100 in the first inning.
But he doesn't play T20 cricket that much. Steve Smith doesn't play too much.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. He got 160 of 170 balls. So he kept hitting. So it's not about not hitting. It's about and if you look at the way India batted and some of the batters got out, they were not hitting the ball in the air. Maybe some have cover driven and they've nicked it to the slips. Some have nicked it caught behind Pujara trying to hit it over slips for that short ball, which is a shot in modern day cricket. Now, Travis Head has hit so many times. Warner, you saw the other day, initially with the new ball, he cut so many balls over the slip cotton. Virendra Sehwag did all his life. Cutting it over point and slips if it's back of a length and you can see it and you help it. So these shots are on in test match cricket nowadays. It's just that they have got out. There's a big difference, and it's a very fine line. Travis Head, while driving, while cutting, could have nicked one to our slip cordon as well. So I just felt the execution did not happen, which is part and parcel of any sport. You may train, you may plan, but what matters is in the middle. And without being too critical, and they'll have to do that better, because that's the game. That's the game, and that's how you win and lose.